This is Lola Lee T. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Portia's Family Matters episode 4. This is a recap. So the episode continues at the screaming match over Dennis's robe. Of course, surprisingly, Lauren's voice is the loudest. The spiritual advisor tries to mediate by making one person speak at a time. The rule is the person that's holding the stick, I think it's a stick, can speak. Okay, so Portia's Aunt Darlene goes first, and I think she's Portia's mom's sister. And I must say that Portia's mom and her aunt are so beautiful. They are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, Portia's aunt, well, she starts talking about her feet. Something about her intention for this trip is to accept that her feet are beautiful. I guess she has some issues with her feet. So it just goes to show you that you might look at a beautiful woman and think, wow, she's so gorgeous, but she herself may not think that or may find other things about herself that she doesn't like. That was a little interesting. So of course, Dennis has to have a quick peek at her feet. He says they're fine, and I'm sure they are. The next woman who speaks, well, she looks a little confused. She makes some shocking statements that Dom and Lauren, who are Portia's assistants, are not her family, and she doesn't know why they are even there on this retreat. When it's Dennis's turn, he says Portia's family is broken. It's on her to fix things because she's the head of the family. He just wants to be in a cordial place with Simon so they can co-parent. Okay, so then Portia's cousin Storm jumps in and they start to argue. He tells Storm to shut the F up and gets up and leaves the table. And Dennis's mom, Gina, follows him. Am I the only person that is sensing this really weird chemistry between Lauren and Dennis? I think it's super, super weird that Lauren is sharing a suite with her sister's ex. And I'm not buying the reason why she's doing this. I don't know. I think something's really off with the situation. And I don't know if Portia was the one who put her up to this. I have no idea. And I mean, like, Dennis is single. He can do whatever he wants. Anyway, Dennis ends up getting his own room after the drama at dinner. Lundy defends him and says that Storm started it all. So Lauren says she can't get her brother-in-law in check. Brother-in-law. What the heck? Was that just a slip of the tongue? Why does Lauren still consider Dennis her brother-in-law? Again, this is very strange. Could Portia be using Simon to make Dennis jealous? That's just a thought. So Simon tells Portia he wants Dennis to stay on the trip so they can work on their co-parenting. They both meet for breakfast the next day. They agree they need to work on their co-parenting relationship, and Mama Gina needs to back off. Dennis also says he wants his things back. He actually tells Simon that he wants his things back. He wants his robe back. Simon tells Portia to return Dennis's things, especially the robe. the Versace robe. And I'm wondering to myself, why doesn't Simon just buy her one? But even though Simon tells Portia to return Dennis's things, we all know she won't. Miss Portia is still into Dennis, and that's why she can't part with his robe. That's what I think. I think that Portia is still into Dennis, and that's why she's clinging onto his stuff. In the green room interview, Portia says that the robe is hers and she's not giving it back because he doesn't deserve it. And she tells the producer that she wears the robe at home. I think this is weird, weird, weird. I mean, Simon should definitely have a problem with this. And I'm really thinking that this is very childish behavior. What do you guys think? Simon tells Portia that Gina needs to be told to stay the F out of Portia and Dennis's business. Dennis tells Simon that he has a date flying down. And Dennis wants Simon to break the news to Portia. Absolutely ridiculous, right? I mean, why is this such a big deal? If Portia has moved on, why shouldn't Dennis? I mean, Portia has a whole fiance. So why can't Dennis have a friend on this little retreat? Anyway, Dennis's date arrives, but it's a big secret. It's all hush hush. Everybody's trying to protect Portia and her feelings. Lundy finally tells Lauren that Dennis did officially bring a woman to Mexico and her name's Erica, and she's pretty sure Portia is going to be upset about this. The family goes on this dive in sinkholes at a Mayan gravesite, which I thought was also very strange. Personally, I couldn't do it because I really think that's a really sacred place and that would really be a little bit out of my comfort zone. But the group does a quick meditation before they partake in that activity. Portia's Aunt Darlene says she wants a hug from her daughter Storm. When Storm hugs her, Darlene starts crying and thanking Jesus. She actually looked like she was getting filled with the Holy Ghost, the way she was acting. Miss Gina breaks down in tears and says she's sorry for ever offending anyone. She wants forgiveness and she wants to learn how to actually forgive herself. Portia says that she's not quite ready to forgive Miss Gina because she doesn't feel like Gina really held Dennis accountable for their breakup. And I think she's talking about more like Dennis's cheating. So then Lauren participates in her own exercise. And I must say that I was really proud of Lauren tonight because of her honesty, and I think it took a lot of courage. Lauren said she may still be holding on to her fractured working relationship with Portia. So she tells Portia that she felt undervalued. And just by the look of Portia's face, she looked really, really embarrassed that Lauren said that in front of everyone, and especially with cameras rolling. And personally, I do believe that she was undervalued by Portia. I think she wasn't paid her worth. I think she probably wasn't paid enough. And most likely, Lauren might have been eating craft dinner while Portia was sipping on champagne and living that jet set lifestyle. And I mean, like in a lot of the episodes, it really just seemed like Lauren was doing a lot. In a green room interview, Portia says Lauren was just in a dark time in her life and she's making her the big bad wolf. I don't know about that. And I really think it's really important for Portia to acknowledge and accept Lauren's truth. Later that night, Lauren pulls Portia aside to let her know that Dennis's guest is now in Mexico and that he's not attending the dinner because he's taking his lady friend out for her birthday. Portia, of course, isn't feeling this, but she tells Lauren her real issue is with Miss Gina. How convenient. In the green screen interview, Lauren says Portia isn't being honest, and I agree with Lauren 100%. She's really mad Dennis brought a woman to Mexico, and Simon doesn't need to pick up on this. And yes, Lauren knows the truth, but who is going to tell Simon? That's my question. So then Stormy and Lundy get into it. Portia takes Storm's side. So now this whole thing about Dennis bringing a woman to Mexico and Portia being upset about this. What is really going on here? What is really going on here? Portia is acting like she's still in a relationship with Dennis, and she's acting like a jealous girlfriend. And I mean, we see Portia a lot on social media in pictures with Simon and in videos with Simon, and they seem to have a lot of chemistry. I'm noticing in these episodes, I don't really see a lot of chemistry between Simon and Portia, and it just seems very forced. But you can actually feel the connection that she still has with Dennis. And as I mentioned before, I also feel like there is something weird going on between Lauren and Dennis also. I mean, maybe they're just really close. I don't know. Anyways, I'm not going to ramble on. What are your thoughts on the episode? What are you guys thinking? Are you guys watching? Am I the only one that's watching the show? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. Bye.